Just gonna sip this kombucha.
Ooh, boocha.
Kombucha.
Boocha, boocha.
Hello. 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 Welcome. Welcome again to Pink Floyd, the only podcast where myself, Gareth Blackler,
And myself, James Barron.
watch every single movie ever made to find out what syncs with Pink Floyd's 1973 magnum opus, The Dark Side of the Moon. My name is Gareth. Oh, what's up?
Well, you're still
Whoa.
Gareth.
I'm still Gareth. And who are you? Who is this?
I'm still... What?
What?
Who am I? I'm still James Barron. We watched a confusing movie, and that is what is throwing us for a loop this week here on the podcast, mate.
I'm so glad you've explained it, because I watched the movie twice this week. I've been very confused all week about just
really?
anything else. So,
Oh.
very happy to know why. But what was that movie, James?
Well, that movie was... what year did it come out very quickly? It was the 1986 movie, Labyrinth.
Oh, yes.
The Jim Henson classic masterwork. Yeah.
I'd say it's a
Directed
magnum opus.
Double opus?
Oh, yeah.
Magnum opus.
Yeah.
Love it. All right. Yeah, directed by Jim Henson. It's like his big, huge masterpiece thing. And screenplay by Terry Jones, one of the Monty Pythons. Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know.
Pretty fun. Explains why the movie's like so silly and fun, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
Anyway.
you grow up with this movie?
I think I did, yeah. I definitely saw it when I was quite young. I think I probably saw it when I was about 11, 12, that range. So not like early childhood. But like, kind of glad that I waited that long. There's some messed up shit that happens in this movie that if I saw it like a bit earlier, I would be maybe scarred for life. What about yourself?
I didn't grow up with it either, but I remember seeing it quite young, and it already had a reputation, so I knew I should enjoy it. And at that age, I just found it a bit messed up. It made me quite uncomfortable.
Yeah, man.
But it's so interesting now, like, because I haven't seen it in maybe 10 years, but watching it now, a thorough delight. I loved every moment.
Yeah, man, it's a really fun time. It's like a solid romp adventure through just a maze-like labyrinth.
Ooh.
Oh, joyous.
And
What a
I've got to
fantastic
ask,
time.
I know the fans are all being asked, what's your experience with mazes and labyrinths?
Not too much experience. I've done like a couple of mazes in my time. I did one that was a literal corn maze.
Ooh.
That was like somewhere outside of Christchurch. I don't think it exists anymore. And then of course the Wanaka Puzzle House has a bloody good labyrinth.
I was wondering if you're going to bring up Puzzling World in Wanaka.
Yeah, man, Puzzling World. They've got the leaning like tower kind of thing that you can go in. The thing that's on like a 45-degree angle. There's a whole room that's like slanted. It's a cool place.
It is a
legitimately.
cool place. I find the puzzle house way more fun than the labyrinth there.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Famously, we decided to not finish the labyrinth and tell everyone we did, and now I've just narked on pod about that.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's like cheat gates in that labyrinth, I remember. There's little signs on gates that say like follow this way and you'll be able to get out. Like if you give up.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
You know who could have done with one of those? Was Sarah in the film Labyrinth.
Young teenage Sarah.
Yes.
Oh, she learned some lessons.
She did.
Yeah.
But the lesson we learned was, how does this film sync up with Pink Floyd's The Dark Side of the Moon?
Yeah, we did. Real quick though, before we launch into these great sync ups, I just want to mention this is the first episode we're recording post the public announcement of our show.
Oh yes.
To critical aplomb and success. So thanks very much, listeners, loyal listeners. I hope you're still listening.
Yeah.
By the time this fourth episode comes out, or maybe we'll just be a flash in the pan. Who knows?
Yeah.
That's part of the excitement. All right, but with that out of the way, let's launch in. What was your first sync, Gareth?
Wow. I found we haven't had any syncs with the ambient clocks that begin Dark Side of the Moon until this week, when I found a like mechanical, like, kind of sounds were matching with a CGI owl's wings during the opening credits.
How bad are these CGI owls? They are not looking good. Is this pre or post Jurassic Park?
Oh, pre.
Because I think it's pre-Jurassic Park?
Be,
okay.
Right?
Because I think Jurassic Park was like the turning point for good CGI in film. Like, yeah, these owls are looking weird. They are clipping in like different areas. Like, it kind of makes it look like they're like brushing up against mirrors or something. Maybe that's an intended effect. Either way, doesn't look great.
No.
But
and it's
yeah,
weird
they sure are.
that the puppets are amazing, like the best puppets in any movie. Yet they didn't do puppet owls.
Yeah, well, I guess an owl in flight would be difficult to puppet to. I'm no puppeteer, Gareth.
You're not?
But I think it would be. I know. It's shocking. I've never. What's your experience with puppetry? Let's get into that.
Yes, let's spend about an hour on this. So I've technically been paid to puppet.
Wow, you're a professional puppeteer?
Yeah, I guess if that's the definition. I don't know how much of a Hollywood secret I can blow up, but there was this puppet on a popular New Zealand kids TV show who was played by someone, but to trick the kids, occasionally they'd have that person and the puppet in the same shot.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And
I think I'm following.
had the most similar arms to this person, so I would jump in and be that puppet. And I was terrible at it. Oh my gosh.
Oh, mate. It's tough.
Yeah.
Yes, I'd forgotten about this. I did know this, your experience with puppetry.
Yes.
I'm not going to name names in case you're breaching some kind of contract.
Who knows?
But,
the Puppets Union comes after me.
Oh, mate. They're ruthless.
Yeah.
They will string you up, mate. Woo! What a shocking joke. Anyway, let's cut back to these owls.
Yes.
we gotta zoom out of one of the owl's eyes. We like zoom out as the like screaming bit happens in the intro, as we like launch into Breathe. We're like, ah! And it's like zooming out of an owl's eye. Surreal imagery.
Yeah, so perfect though.
I'm into it though. Yeah.
I'm finding I can't not, like, I'm just so comfortable hearing Breathe and watching names appear on a screen.
Dude, it is. I think it's a really good opening track to the album, and also just like a good opening to any movie. Yeah. I think there hasn't been a movie so far that Breathe I haven't loved in place here. It's like a great opening track for any piece of media. I challenge the world to find something that it doesn't match.
Well, to be honest, you're challenging me and yourself with that because we're the only people who are taking up that task.
Hey man, like we'll until it happens, like it's got a perfect streak. We are 4-4-4.
Yeah.
Right now, it is good. So we're introduced to young Sarah. Yeah. She's like doing some like play reading in a park or something.
Bit of Shakespeare in the park.
Reading some lines. Is it Shakespeare?
No, it's the actual book, The Labyrinth, which that still confuses me. So, because she's aware of this world, so does the book she reads come to life?
I guess so. I think it's like sort of waking dreaming kind of scenario, right? It pulls from a lot of the things in her room.
I love
there's
that.
Lots of like flash forward stuff. So it's like a dream like adventure that she goes on. But like it's real. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like
it's real.
You're not supposed to question it too much, I don't think. Like you're just along for the ride. So she's reading from the book, and like then she starts running as soon as On the Run.
Yes.
She's got to get home.
Yeah.
Got to get back, and it's starting to rain, and it's getting like it's good stuff.
So good. I watched that transition 3 times today.
Really?
Mainly because it was good, and also because I had so many technical issues trying to set up the syncs this week.
No.
I won't go too far into it, but you sent me this like great how-to to play 2 files simultaneously.
Yeah.
But then all it's working with is I have to get... I can't even explain how, but I have to get a file of the room involved. And then the subtitles would only play on the room. So the way I had it set up was this nightmare of Labyrinth taking up maybe 2/3 of my screen.
Okay.
And then just the bottom half of the room underneath that.
Like sticking out underneath so that you can see the words?
Yeah.
It's so good.
And the weird thing is, I got very used to it very quickly.
Oh,
Unless
okay.
I concentrate too much on the words, and then I'll be like, why is Johnny saying this? And I'll be like, no, he's not in this film.
He's not there. Was there any time when he was like peeking out the bottom of frame and you could just see his wee eyes?
Weirdly, he doesn't just lie down on the ground and wink at all during that film.
A few people fall to the ground.
That's true. Yeah, I did get to see Peter.
Yeah, Mike and Peter hitting the bricks.
The only beautiful, because I kept like my eyes darting down just in case there was any sinks. The only good thing I got was Toby cries as soon as one of the sex scenes starts, and I was like, same.
Yeah, no, a big agree there. But that is not what Toby should be seeing.
No, Toby or
experiencing. No one. Anyway, let's get back to that. That's a bizarre way to watch the movie.
Yeah,
I love it.
Listeners, take the Gareth Blackler challenge. Watch half of the 10% of the room with the subtitles of your favorite film.
Yeah, there you go. That's the preferred viewing method for this particular episode.
Yeah,
comes highly recommended. My next note just says that I nearly said Santa. Sarah's room is full of just rad fantasy shit. She's got so much cool stuff.
Yeah,
that like I'm like kind of jealous of.
This is what I want your room to be. I think
it's pretty close. I've got all kinds of like weird like movie posters and like just ornaments from my life strewn around the room.
That's cool.
You know?
Did you notice she has a poster for Cats, the Andrew Lloyd Webber musical?
I did notice that. Yeah. I didn't see it until right at the end, and neither. It really freaked me out. We've got pretty similar decorating styles. So
good.
It's me and teenage girls have a lot in common, apparently, with our decorating. It's a bit worrying, but anyway.
You heard it here first, folks. What was your next thing?
My next thing, we've got the crash noise at the end of On the Run, because On the Run is happening throughout all the fight scene. The fight scene. She's like stressing out, freaking out, being like angsty teenager, you know, doesn't want to babysit her. I guess, are they not related, like brother and sister?
Because I think they're like step-brother. No, half-brother, right?
Yeah, because the mum's a stepmom.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, from the different families, presumably.
Yeah.
So just like, new kid, I don't want to look after my new brother. All right. And then she's wishing away the child to the goblin realm, you know.
Yes.
But anyway, the before this happens, the crash noise at the end of the On the Run happens when she discovers the bear on the floor of the kids' room.
Yeah.
So it's like it's crashing down on her. She's like, like the full fury is hitting at this point. It's a good sync.
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty happy with
that. But then I was so happy. So the last like 4 weeks, I've been terrified by these clocks that appear in this album that never sync up with anything until as soon as the goblins, we get this beautiful shot, like a perfect Facebook cover photo of all the goblins in shot piled up listening to her, and that's when the clocks kick in.
I'm kind of tempted to change my Facebook cover photo to all these goblins now.
Please do.
Just chilling out.
Can you add the words like bring over it?
just them, and then like a line of clocks in front of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll work on that maybe. If I have the time, I'll put that together. So look forward to that, fans of my Facebook. Yeah. So there's like, we're listening to Time now, right?
Yeah.
And we're building up, and the build up in Time is playing when she's finding the right words to say, and the goblins are like, it's real easy, just say the right words, you know. And yeah, we get into like crazy solo-y stuff. We get some really nice cuts here between her like looking from the light switch to the empty crib once Toby's been taken, right?
Yeah.
This is syncing up really well.
Oh yeah, the whole editing for Time is spot on to this film.
It's pretty good. Yeah, like last time On the Run was the movie's song of choice, you know? And this one, it's definitely Time. I think we get some damn good syncs with Time throughout.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy that Time is getting its time in the sun or the moon or how more complicated can this get? I don't
Yeah.
know. All right, now
And
we
also,
get
like, digging away seemed to line up quite well for which the goblins would take you away.
Yeah,
That was good.
nice.
And even when, and we're going to talk extensively about how great he is, but when our old mate turns up and starts doing sweet
There he
orb
is.
tricks, even they're syncing up really well.
Yeah, he's in time.
Yeah.
He's in time with the
He's in
with
time
the
with
old
time.
song. Yeah, bloody Bowie, man, he crushes this
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to see him, and like his wardrobe throughout.
Oh my
Incredible.
gosh, I forgot about all his outfit changes. He does one that if you follow the timeline of the film, he must have finished just hanging out with goblins, ran and got changed, and then ran straight back.
Surely it's magic, man.
Oh,
like
yeah.
he's just like changing at will. Thus is the power of the Goblin King.
Yeah, true. Like, he's not gonna have time to, like, pull off a tunic, put on a new tunic, and then do his hair back to that level. It's got to be magic.
Who has time? Who has time to pull off their tunic? Crazy. Got a kingdom to run.
Speaking of his hair, so my friend owns an official Jareth the Goblin King wig.
Yeah.
Would you say his hair is a mullet?
Yeah, I guess so. It's like, well, it's hairsprayed to shit, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's all, like, massive, but also it is a mullet.
Actually,
It's
so this
one
is my
fancy mullet.
actually moment where I get to push my glasses all the way up my nose and say,
Wow.
it's not long at the back, it's only long on the sides, the official wig.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. The double mullet.
Yeah.
The side mullet. I'm into it.
Heck yeah.
That's
the double side
he's-
mullet, I don't know, the mullet?
The seagull's wings. The owl's wings.
There we
I
go.
wanna call it. There we are. That's the name of that. Official name of that hairstyle from now on.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the main antagonist being called Jareth?
See, this is something I've so I've been a huge David Bowie fan for like my whole life.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've always like tried to do something with Jareth and Gareth, and it's like so close but so far away. My favorite thing, like a joke I always make that no one seems to enjoy, is saying Gareth the Joblin King.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
yeah. I could see the structure of the joke.
Exactly. See, that's the main reaction, or just like, what's a Joblin, or completely ignoring it.
Joblin, a goblin with a job.
Oh, hey.
Hey, like later on, my maybe favorite puppet of all time, the little cannonball guy.
Yes, he's a
the
Joblin.
best. He
He's
is a
so
little
good. I didn't
Joblin.
notice him until this watch.
No,
There's a
man.
goblin inside a cannonball that goes like, "Did I hit anything?" I'm very inspired.
He is my favorite. I look out for him every time. I'm excited to get to him. Yeah, so we got the tempo change in time, right? So
Yeah.
like again, this is like the movement into the bridge section, or like the bit just before the chorus. It's like da 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 da. I did this last week, that exact like singing bit, but that occurs and syncs really well with the crystal turning into the snake that he throws at her. Yeah. So that's a good one.
Yeah.
My next, I have nothing until Hoggle now.
Okay. I've got a little bit where.
Okay.
So he then takes Sarah to his world, the Labyrinth, and it's
Yes.
this beautiful, like, I love these old backdrops. These like beautiful, kind of almost painted, fake skies.
They're definitely painted.
It's-
Like it's all painterly style.
Yeah.
I think yeah.
Like the brain knows it's fake, but it's just like, I don't mind. I love it.
Yeah, they did this like exact effect in Grand Budapest Hotel, and it's like to the exact same success. It just looks so fantastical and so nice in films. I want them to bring it back more.
Yeah,
'cause I think
absolutely.
it's such a cool look.
Do you think those backgrounds are for sale? Like, do you think anyone owns the fake skies from Labyrinth?
Maybe they're like probably in like Jim Henson's dark collection or something. He's probably got some kind of like insane puppet basement that he has. You've got to go through like the tunnel full of hands to get in. Yeah, that's his private space.
Yeah.
And it's just full of all. I imagine his house must be incredible, like
Yeah.
full of all kinds of crazy stuff.
Oh my gosh. So Bowie fades away very nicely as the pianos leading into Great Gig in the Sky fade in, which I loved. But then, yeah, I
Yes.
don't have anything until Hoggle as well.
Yeah, man. We get introduced to Hoggle. It's not really like my note only says Hoggle. Just here he is. Here's the little man.
Yeah. I don't know if I
What
like Hoggle.
No,
I don't think
well,
I'd want
I
to
don't
bro
think
it up with Hoggle.
No, I mean he learns some lessons over the film.
That's true.
I think like end of the movie Hoggle is a different Hoggle. I reckon he's great. He's got a cool, like very detailed face.
Yeah.
It's just some like this is the first like apart from the goblins, which you see like only quite quickly, like you don't linger on the goblin shot too long. You get a whole lot of Hoggle in this movie. Yeah, he's got a really cool design and really
Heck yeah.
he's really realistic. Yeah,
It's cool because in the credits they list like the creature workshops, which must have been the people who designed like the brainstorms they had to design them, and it's huge groups of people.
Yeah, man. And like each of the puppets has like an operator, like or two operators, and then like the voice, like each of the puppets has a credit for the voice and the operators.
Yeah, and often it syncs up. Like often it's the same person as one of the operators.
Yeah.
Which I loved. So they would have been like on set, like being part of it.
Yeah, man. I think that's how they do a lot of them. Like Sesame Street's done like that.
Oh,
It's
true.
done
Yeah.
live. Yeah. Sorry to ruin the magic of Sesame Street, listeners.
Imagine someone listening to this and this is how they discover puppets aren't real. First, me dropping a bombshell about what is a very obvious TV show I'm talking about. And then...
I guess so.
And then they're probably thinking, what now? Is Labyrinth not real?
Yeah, maybe. I don't. It's tough. I reckon the Labyrinth is surely real.
Yeah.
It's out there.
Don't worry.
There's a book about it. So we got the calming tones of Great Gig in the Sky, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, like Great Gig in the Sky, we got that sweet vocal coming in.
Yeah. Claire Torrey. I wanted to find out who it was.
Oh,
I finally looked it
nice.
up.
Good on you.
And you get the best quote on the Wikipedia page for that song is one of the Pink Floyd members saying about like the history of that song, and he's like, "We wanted someone for that bit, and she came and sang on it."
Wow.
Yeah.
Detailed analysis.
And they put that on the Wikipedia page. I love it.
Well, there you go. That's what was said. He had nothing else to say.
No.
There you go. Was that David Gilmour, presumably?
No, Richard Wright, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great stuff. Yeah. So the tones of Great Gig in the Sky, we get this has happened several times where the vocal like calms down a bit and that syncs up with something in the movie.
Yeah.
So it aligns with her like peeking around the first corner of the labyrinth. She's like just opened the door and just got in and is like looking around. Yeah, that's a sync there.
Yeah.
I was pretty happy with that. It's like, ooh, she's looking around. Yeah. My next note is just everything is coated in glitter in this particular hallway.
Oh yeah, this hallway rules.
Why? Is it because of the pixies or like the little fairies outside? Are they distributing glitter?
I guess so. Yeah. That's got to be canon.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping anyway. Also, I don't have many syncs. I'm just like, this has happened before where I'm just start commenting on the movie. I just love this little worm guy.
That's exactly what I wrote. Is I love this worm. 3 exclamation points.
He's so good. He's such a nice, sweet man. He says hello.
Yeah, he wants her to come in and have a cup of tea with the missus.
With his worm wife.
Worm wife.
I love it. And he's just trying to help. He's like, don't go that way. That'll take you straight to the castle.
Oh, he's so good. I wanted to introduce a segment, and I didn't know when to do it, of who in the film do you think enjoys Pink Floyd the most? And it's got to be this guy.
Yeah, it depends. Like, I think this guy, he is enjoying this album in particular. He's listening along with us. But later characters are listening to different parts of Pink Floyd's discography. I think the Headless dudes are listening to like later era Pink Floyd. You know, they're listening to like Animals and stuff, and, like getting amongst.
Yeah. Actually, this worm would have bought Dark Side when it came out because it was like everyone was talking about it, and he's probably playing it around the house and being like, "Oh yeah, I can get into this."
He's never bought a CD before in his
No.
life. He's never heard a song before, and he's just like, everyone's talking about this here record. I think I'm gonna go pick it up.
Oh, I'm picturing him pick it up. He's so small.
Yeah, he's like playing like a full vinyl, but it like doesn't fit in his home. Anyway,
he's riding along it. This is
we're creating a whole universe.
Yeah.
We want a spin-off of just this worm.
Yeah. The first spin-off that's mostly someone spinning on a vinyl.
Yes. All right. Now we launch into the first song, question mark, in the movie, I think. Like
the first one that's treated like a full musical moment of characters busting into song, Yeah,
because this is Dance Magic Dance.
Yeah.
Or Dance Magic Dance, if you're American. It's that is playing, and my version of this movie had no subtitles for the song.
Neither.
So
the subtitles were just song starts.
Yeah. Yes. So this is good because previously we had like lyrics appearing for a different song on screen.
Yeah.
That was quite distracting. Honestly, I really enjoyed just watching like these goblins dancing around to the guitar solo of Money.
Yeah. They weren't
just
like
roaring away
perfectly in time, but I think they were just having a good time.
They were loving it, man. There was lots of jumping around.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, it was good.
I will say these two songs, one on mute, one not on mute, do not actually sync.
No, not at all.
But David Bowie
not.
does a nice turnaround, like during a sick guitar moment. He turns and like faces the camera.
Yeah, man. He's like in the like mid solo, right?
Yeah.
He flips. There's a lot of good, like close ups of Bowie's face.
Yeah.
That don't sync with things.
Yeah.
Like a lot in the later on in the staircase section, but we're gonna get there.
Oh yeah. So I looked up to see if David Bowie likes Pink Floyd, and Pink Floyd themselves tweeted it that David Bowie was a fan of the Floyd, and especially Syd Barrett.
Oh.
And then the tweet ends with, he even covered one of their songs on pinups. Do you know which one? And I was like, you guys should know what one. You're Pink Floyd.
Surely that's like a trivia question, but like, I
have
do
a
like them, like,
comment
not
blocker,
knowing.
so it hides a lot of replies. So I thought no one had
okay.
said anything back.
They like never got a response.
Yeah.
Do you know which one? Please, we're trying to figure it out.
Roger Waters is at home just scratching his head like, what was it? Did we write this one?
He's looking over at the worm, who's just shrugging. He has no idea. Oh man.
Third spin-off is that Worm shows up in Roger Waters' life to help him, like, I don't know, get back to his family or something. But they just
write the next big Floyd album.
Oh yeah, Worms.
Just with the thoughts of worms, it's called.
That so would be, and I can picture like the album cover, and I don't love it.
Yeah.
Are you just picturing a bunch of earthworms and then like white Times New Roman font?
Oh, that I am now, and I don't like it.
No.
So we've got a tasty sync here between us and them.
Yeah.
Right? Us and them begins, and that cuts back to Sarah in the labyrinth, which she's approaching the old lying, truth-telling doors from popular fiction. Or is this like a trope, right? The old like one of us always lies and one of us tells the truth.
I've done no research, but I think it predates it.
Yeah, right? Like, it can't originate here. I feel like it's like an old school, like, fairy tale fable thing.
Yeah.
And that's why it appears in the movie. There's a lot of references to, like, all these old, like, Grimm's fairy tales kind of style stuff.
And Sarah even says, like, I never get it, when she actually solves the riddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, I never figure this stuff out, yeah.
Are you good at riddles, James?
Mate, I would say that I'm one of the worst at riddles.
Wow.
I am not good at riddles. I love a riddle, but I'm terrible at them.
Yeah.
I can't think outside that box, mate. I live in that box. It's tough. What about you? You good on riddles?
So I think part of like the recent like month is a lot of people being indoors on Facebook a lot, and a lot of them are posting riddles. And I've had to face this uncomfortable truth that I might actually be good at riddles.
Oh man!
Because I just like looking at them like, the doctor was a woman. Next, like,
whoa.
yeah,
You're out there
I'm not
crushing
liking
riddles.
it. Yeah,
Modern day Riddler. I love it. I love this for you.
Oh, thank you.
The Online Riddle Master. I reckon you need to cash into this. Your next podcast should be about riddles exclusively.
I'd be called the Online Riddle Master as well.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
I'm not. But... That's the next tier in our Patreon, is pay enough money and I'll become the Online Riddle Master.
Okay, how much for that?
$51.
Okay, good. I love that we have a $50 tier and a $51 tier.
Oh, yeah.
That's great. Okay. Now, during this bit, right, we got us and them playing. The riddle online riddle masters are guarding the door. I guess they're offline riddle masters.
Yeah.
But they're she fucking says which one is which aloud here during us and them. Because there's the line, who knows which is which in that song, and who is who. It's good.
We're lucky Up and Down is such, Us and Them, sorry, is such a long song, because then she gets through, she solves the riddle, she falls into the hands, and the hands start saying down when...
They say up and down.
Yeah, and one of the downs definitely sinks.
Yeah. It's clean, man. I am excited. This is like from a thematic sync alone, like where this shows up in the movie and where this shows up in the album, dude.
Ooh.
Now that's a sync.
Because it's dealing with a lot of binaries of truth and lies, us and them, up and down.
Yeah,
like both the song and the album. And the movie.
Exactly. This is making me think that these are maybe intentional. Like, this is pretty close. I don't know. Anyway, we're in the terrifying hand pit. Yeah. Right? With the helping hands. This is the thing that scared me the most when I saw it the first time. Because I think mainly everyone was scared by this. So yeah, I was like 11 or 12, and I was like pretty scarred by this. And I can't imagine what it would have been like to see this before I was ready. God damn. These hands are like really, really cool. Like, I think that like... smart as hell to make like faces out of hands.
Heck,
really interesting design, and well done. But goddamn, is it terrifying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm just stoked with the up and down, but
same.
It makes me very happy. But here is another gap, right? I don't get any syncs throughout the oubliette section all the way through to the cleaners coming through.
Yeah. I thought for a bit, one of the big faces that is in the oubliette, like, it moves its mouth, and it looks like it was linking up with I've Got Things on My Mind, one of the lyrics. But then I did a replay, and it's totally not. It's out by, like, a step, I guess. And also, because the mouth is just moving, opening and closing, it's really, it's just essentially confirmation bias that I'm just like looking at a mouth and being like, oh yes, that mouth is sinking.
Oh, mate, there's going to be a bit of confirmation bias later when I'm, like, trying to match up the singing of a different song to Pink Floyd.
What is the show other than confirmation bias?
I think that's the subtitle of our show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the it's the subtext that runs throughout. Hey, man, it's our niche.
Yeah.
My next note is just that Hoggle says my favorite line in the movie at this point, but them's my jewels, which is so good.
That is so you to love that as well.
He gets his little like treasure thing that just like dangles from like a lanyard of his belt.
Yeah,
and he gets that stolen. Oh, I love it. Just. But them's my jewels is such a great quote.
I feel like if you ran for office, your main like policy would be give goblins jewels.
It would. That would be one of the policies I ran on for sure. They deserve them. What are you doing with jewels?
That's true.
Goblins would covet the jewels.
Yeah, and goblins would use them, would enjoy them more as well.
Yeah, man, they've bloody earned them. I'm a man who will stand for goblin rights.
You're truly like our world's Hermione Granger.
Yeah, man, you can take that one to the bank. Whew. Oh, I'm lightheaded after that line. It made me so happy.
Whoa.
So We got the like Birdman helmet sequence.
Yeah.
Here. There's someone in my head, but it's not me. Is the line that happens here. It's like brain damage? Question mark? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like yeah. Yeah. So they're like having an argument while that line plays.
Good.
That's a good old match.
Oh heck yeah.
All right. What's your next sync? What do you got next?
There comes to this bird dance, which I'd completely forgotten.
Bird dance?
Yeah, I have nothing until the...
No, I've got like, we've got the end of playthrough 1, right?
Yeah.
Is when Hoggle's running off and wants to be someone's, like, he's afraid of being someone's friend. Which is very sad.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like this is a good end of like an arc of the movie where like Hoggle's helping and then he's not helping and then he runs away, right? And that's a good another good sync with the end of the first play. So we get Ludo's introduction as soon as play 2 starts as well, which is another like clean intro to like we're in Act 2 now.
That's true. Yeah, bringing in a new main character.
Yeah.
In Act 2.
It's getting dangled and being like attacked by like weird little gremlins attached to sticks.
I don't like them.
Held by some armored goblins. I like them too. All the design in this movie is top notch. These puppets are freaking fantastic.
I like the design. I just think they're jerks.
Oh, 100%. These guys are bastards.
Yeah.
They're like they get beaten quite easily by their helmets getting knocked around.
Yeah,
like,
true.
Man, what jerks.
Yeah.
Bullies.
I think I want to defend any like large hairy puppet like Chewbacca, Ludo. It's just this like big hairy guys looking out for each other.
Yeah, man. Big hairy guys have to stick up for each other. It's tough out there.
Yeah.
That's another platform that I'm running on. So we got I don't have anything for a long while. We've got like the door opening, the door knockers sequence, which is one of my favorite parts of the movie. With the like the guy who's got the knocker, like the ring in his ears and the other one in his mouth.
Yeah, and both of them are appropriately hindered.
Yep. On the Run is playing in that section. Nothing really sinking.
No.
What have we got? Yeah, we got the clocks and time starting up here with Sarah. We cut back to Sarah looking for Ludo in the forest. At this point, Ludo's like fallen down a Deus Ex Machina pit.
Yeah.
Disappeared from view. He shows up much later, I guess.
And it looks like she's looking around at them clocks, like she is as surprised as we are.
Yeah, they're like, where the fuck are these clocks? And here we get these, like, dancing bird guys.
Yeah, I had no recollection of the scene, even from, I watched it 4 days ago. I completely forgot these birds. Yeah.
Man.
Watched it again today and it's like, who? Excuse me?
This is, like, second most scary part of me. 100%. When the dude takes his own eyes out of his head.
Yeah.
Horrifying.
I found it more scary him throwing them back in.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. That whole... Oh, it's no good.
Can you add that to your platforms of keep your eyes in your head?
Keep your eyes in your head. Hairy boys look out for each other. Goblins give goblins jewels.
Yeah, you heard it here first. All 3 of those are your one campaign slogan.
Yeah. They form a crest around me. A picture of my face. Yeah.
That's the back cover of Pink Floyd's Worms album.
That's incredibly confusing. Yeah. But I appreciate the shout out. Yeah, so we've got what these little dudes dancing around, right?
Yeah.
And they're grooving it to time. They're having a good old time. This is another song sequence and they're singing stuff, but it's not matching anything for me.
No, I think I'm very I've been to so many parties where people aren't dancing in time with the songs that, including myself, that I'm very forgiving of this. I'm just like, yeah, you're dancing, music's playing. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah. Why not? It's fine. Also, that's not a joke platform for me. That's a real platform. Like, if you want to go to a party and like you want to dance, freaking dance, man.
Heck yeah. Who cares about timing?
Absolutely. Who cares? It's just fun. I won't get over these people that are like, I can't dance. I don't want to dance.
Yeah.
Like, just do it. It's fun.
One of the worst things I ever did was at my uncle's 60th. My mum took a break from dancing, and I kind of said to her, like, oh, look, everyone's dancing like you do, Mum. And we looked out, and it was all these, like, white 50 to 60-year-olds putting they have their arms bent. It's very hard to describe a dance. They have their arms bent, their elbows kind of lock in at their sides.
Yep.
Then they push one hip forward, taking their arm with it.
Yeah, I know
that back, push the next arm out, and they just kind of do that. And then maybe they'll take each other's hands and do that. Like both do that in
there's nothing wrong with that dance.
Not
that
at
is
all.
Quality. That is fine.
And then next time at a family party, my mum looked like she started doing a different dance move, and she's like, "Look, Gareth, I'm doing a new one." And I felt so bad that I'd shamed her out of the dance, because then some photos came back from a wedding, and I'm doing that dance.
Hey, you learn from the best, Gareth.
Heck yeah.
Go. Comes full circle. Man, yeah. If there's a lesson that can be learned from this podcast in any way, I hope it gives you the confidence to dance at parties.
Yeah.
It's just fun, man.
If no one's dancing, put this podcast on at a party. See what happens then.
Maybe not. Maybe put on just Magic Dance from the Labyrinth soundtrack. Yeah. That's a good one. I have danced to that song.
Yeah, actually.
In a public place.
So I don't have a lot of strong, because again, not growing up this film, not a lot of strong memories of it. The strongest memory is dancing at a party with you to Dance Magic Dance.
Hell yeah. It's a great track.
Yeah.
Didn't hear it this time, but that's alright. Don't worry.
You can listen to it in your own time. You're on the clock here.
That's true. This is business hours.
Yeah.
So my next sync, right? We're getting back to it. Hanging on in quiet desperation, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hoggle and Sarah are clinging to the wall.
They're hanging on.
Above the bog of the eternal stench.
Yeah. I'd forgotten that was in this movie as well. I thought that was in Princess Bride. For some reason.
That's the fire swamp. In Princess
Yeah.
Bride. Pretty close. Pretty similar. Similar vibe. Bog of the eternal stench. Horrible. I'm glad that I can't smell. It's not a 4D experience. This movie.
I had the dumbest moment today when I was watching these and being like, I was just like, man, I've really got to use all my senses to do this. Like, check for these sinks. Like, I'm using my eyes and my ears. And then I was like, no, Gareth, you've got 3 more senses. They're not doing anything.
Touch the sinks, Gareth.
Taste
See
the sinks.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I love it. I love that idea. It's a full sensory syncing experience with Pink Floyd.
Maybe one day we should sync up Dark Side of the Moon to a 3-course meal.
I think that's perfectly reasonable.
Yeah, actually.
I would do that for free.
That might just be a future episode.
I would do that for the price of a 3-course meal.
Yeah, true. We can get some sort of sponsor.
Yeah.
God.
Exciting stuff.
Exciting stuff.
So we get Sir Didymus.
Yes.
Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he gets introduced, an incredibly confusing character to me. He's just like sort of on his own wavelength.
Yeah.
He is about a bit out of his mind. He like just claims that Ludo's his brother.
Yeah.
After losing to him in a fight.
Yeah.
It's like, you're my brother. It's like, okay.
He sort of yells while he's fighting that kind of... it's not a super sync. It's barely even a thematic sync, but there is the yelling kind of for Great Gig in the Sky.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And it's a very like ornate Baroque kind of feeling song. And he's like, he's from a different time. He's an old soul.
He's very out of time himself. He's like an old like major general type.
Yeah.
For no apparent reason. I think this is a Terry Gilliam influence, honestly. This is his kind of vibe. What do we got? There, like, so Ludo can control rocks. That's not a sync. That's just a thing. This comes up a lot. Ludo basically saves the day multiple times by being able to control rocks.
Yeah.
What's going on with that?
I mean, in some ways, Pink Floyd, they control and they rock.
That is true. There you go.
Yeah.
They are in control of rock. Much like Ludo. Oh man, that's a tenuous sync. Love it. So they're setting off towards the castle and out of the bog as money is starting up. Right?
Oh yeah.
I would say that this is like Act 3 of the movie, and we're on side 2 of play 2 of the album. So we're nearly there. We get...
We're nearly there, don't worry.
We're nearly there. It's not like it's an uphill battle or anything.
Yeah.
It's fine. We get the bizarre, like, debutante ball sequence.
Yes.
Is that what it is? Like, they're, like, with money playing on top of here.
Yeah.
This is a crazy, strange sequence in the movie.
This is what scared me the most as a kid. And I think it was
Really?
just being that socially awkward and being like, oh, parties.
Oh, man.
But
You just need to get involved and dance.
yeah, well, I know that now, thanks to this podcast.
There you go. She does that in the movie, but it's like she dances with evil Jareth.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's a good plan, but, you know. So the... No, go ahead.
It feels a lot like how like grown-up parties did feel as a kid, though. Like everyone's dressed weird, they're
yeah.
dancing at stuff you don't understand, often at you, and they're all talking about money.
Very much so. This is like actually, yeah, that's like a similar vibe to what's happening in the movie for sure. Like it's because she is a teenager, right? Sarah's a teenager, so she's probably out of her depth here, and she's dressed up all like frocked up, you know.
Yeah.
And like doesn't really understand what is happening here. Yeah, that's a good match. I got there is a sync here. There's the descending scale bit in Money happens twice, right? They're like dun dun dun
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun. Like that happens once, and then it happens right before we launch back into like the main riff, right? So the first time it happens, that syncs perfectly with a zoom in on Bowie's face when he takes his mask off, and I am into it. And then it syncs again, man. At the end of the solo, we get another close-up of Bowie's face.
Yeah. I'm glad you've said descending scale, because I've noticed those, but had no, like, I didn't have the language to explain what was happening.
I think that's
what like,
right?
when the guitar solo ends, and then the guitar solo keeps going.
It's just like the 8 notes of the scale.
Yeah.
Like, dun, 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 dun. I'm doing a terrible job recreating it, but anyway.
Wait, you weren't just playing the album?
No.
Oh. It's going to be cheaper for us to clear.
Oh, yeah. The worse I am, the less likely we are to be sued by old mate Floyd.
I thought when she falls out of the orb, it syncs up so nicely to the start of us and them. And
man, hold up. So she's in the orb here. She's inside the orb.
That's what I realized on this watch, yeah.
Oh, because I never put that together. I've seen this movie heaps of times, but that makes so much sense.
Yeah. I mean, I might be completely wrong, but yeah.
No, she like shatters the glass at the end with like she throws a chair at the mirror kind of thing and breaks out of it. That tracks, man.
Oh yeah.
Great. Learning experience.
I would have watched way long, like the whole song could have just been her falling. Like it would have completely ruined the movie, but just watching her like down to that gentle us and them.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Us and them it's a good matcher.
Yeah.
It works.
It was also this moment when I was like, remember all those cars falling in Fast and Furious 8?
Crazy.
Just add
Crazy
her,
stuff.
like, green screened into falling next to the cars.
She's just in a full frock seeing it happen from like a little bubble. Like, what the fuck? What is this? This is not how hacking works.
No.
Anyway, she figures out that she has to go, and she starts running away as Us and Them plays, right? Yeah, and then she what do we got? Yeah, she like breaks the glass, and then we've got the like trash crone sequence.
I love the trash crone.
Same. I love a good trash crone. Not as much as I love goblins, but it's up there. They probably have rights as well. Who knows?
Probably. I think I do, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I do really love this like anti-materialist message bit in the movie.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. Like she's carrying all this stuff on her back, and then like when she's at home, like she starts piling up all her toys on top of her. It's like, you have everything you need right here. Like it's all here. Oh, it's really cool. Like, I think that's really smart writing.
Yeah, it's like one song late, but it's very...
Yeah, I agree. Like, if this synced with Money, damn.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
But, anything to stop kids worrying about consumerism is good of us.
Yeah, I'm pro. Don't worry about consumerism, guys.
Yeah.
It's fine. Everything's all good. Just dance at parties. It's sweet.
A short, sharp shock is in the lyrics as the room breaks away.
Yes.
I hope that's in the lyrics, right? I've
put it in
quotes, but I couldn't remember if that was a musical description.
That's in Us and Them. It's it's one of the like vocal stings.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's the same guy who says he's not frightened of dying over and over again multiple times.
He was a
I think it's
doorman.
the same son. He was?
Yeah. I've been on Wikipedia.
Mate, sweet facts. The Wikipedia coming out. I love it. Yeah, I've got like no syncs from here, from the like trash crone until giant mecha robot gate.
Yeah, neither. But how good. I hope those are what those scenes are described as on the DVD.
Yeah, same. Great sequence. This robot looks really, really easy to dodge.
Yeah.
He is slow moving.
And it's good that they're dodging him because the lyrics are getting out of the way.
Hey. Ludicrous. He's back.
Ludicrous, famous member of Pink Floyd.
Yeah. So, next bit, we're like crashing towards the end here pretty quick.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
like the goblins, they're in this goblin city, which I love. There's like weird like skulls embedded inside the walls of all the goblin houses, which is like a little cool detail that I only noticed this watch.
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's here that we get my favorite little spiky goblin man.
Yes, the Joblin himself.
Yeah, the little Joblin, he's here. He gets shot out of the cannon, and that syncs perfectly with the line, "The dark side of the moon." I'll see you on the dark side of the moon. He gets shot into the wall. I'm like, it's cool that like the thing that sums up the movie to me is is the title of the album. That's just a personal sync that I'm stoked with.
That's lovely. What do you think this little canon Joblin enjoys the music of Pink Floyd?
I don't know. If he's got little headphones inside his little cannonball outfit, I hope so.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He'd probably be more of a like pop punk guy.
He may have overheard the worm listening to it.
Yeah.
He's into pop punk, did you say?
I reckon. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I could see it.
Yeah.
He's a little edgy boy.
I mean, he definitely knows when when Blink-182 say work sucks. He definitely knows.
Oh, he gets
he
it,
knows.
Man. He's like, they're speaking right to me.
Yeah.
The Joblin. Oh, poor wee boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got the rocks rolling into town right at the end of playthrough 2 here. Yeah, so, and the third play, the album, starts as we enter the castle gates. Another clean transition.
Yeah.
Happy.
And like this doesn't even really line up because this isn't like 2/3 into the movie. This is
we're
getting
like
quite
near
close to the end.
here.
But they still, they line it up so nicely with a fresh album play to take us to a new unseen by our characters, like part of the set, I guess.
Yeah. Brand new location as well, like coming up. So yeah, we got the famous basically. This is the I think this is what most people know the movie for. Not the Joblin, not the line about jewels. It's the Isha stairwell sequence where he's like flipping around and has the glass balls. Yeah, it's great. This is synced with Breathe. Man, I'm happy. This is a good sync here. Just like in general, listening to Breathe, seeing these Isha stairs running up and down, the babies crawling around. I'm like, man,
that's what Pink Floyd would want.
Yeah, exactly right. Like this is what they were thinking about. I think.
Yeah.
This is another moment where I'm like, maybe it's intentional, right?
Yeah.
Like this is a good sync here. I don't know. Yeah, so like Bowie's crooning, right? He's singing to camera here, and he's doing a pitch perfect of David Gilmour. Pitch perfect impression here.
Oh yeah.
It's good stuff. It's not his mouth is a bit of a ventriloquist.
A different kind of puppeteer.
Oh.
That's not a
Puppeteer
sync. Yeah, this is when we get to On the Run. This is my favorite On the Run of the show so far, of the pod.
Yes.
It's just so lovely to hear these whooshy synths, look at some Escher.
Yeah, man.
And then like
good sync ups.
Sarah falls as it's happening. It's
just, she's falling and the stairs are crumbling.
Yeah.
It's really, really exciting stuff. into
yeah.
it. We get the full like altercation with them like right at the end here between the Goblin King and Sarah as On the Run is playing. Right?
Bowie in his amazing white outfit.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Man. Maybe the best. Like apart from like his intro like at the window look like right at the start of the movie. This is maybe his best outfit.
Yeah. And people
This is
have been
how I
missing
imagine...
a Pink Floyd
Sorry.
fashion update, so this was your update. Anyway, what were you saying?
Yeah, I imagine that this is how you were dressed when you were sitting saint-like in front of your computer when you were listening, when you were watching The Room.
Yeah.
Or was it? What was it?
Moon.
Was it?
I was
It was
praying
Moon.
to.
Yes, Moon. You were doing that. Okay.
I wonder if that threw off our rating, the fact that I treated the film as a deity.
Maybe.
Anyway.
I'm okay with it if so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So On the Run is we get that. That sequence is really good. It just feels right. And then we get she's back in the real world, right?
Yeah.
We get
First there's a perfect like whooshy crash as Bowie gets defeated.
Yes.
And we see a clock. Yeah.
Yeah, we see the clock. There is a crash zoom on the clock face as the crash sound happens. It is great. I've written my notes. It says the spell is lifted and we return to the real world. This movie makes me really happy, man.
Yeah.
I'm stoked. Yeah, so we get the ticking clock sound as we zoom in on the clocks. It's
that
good.
is so perfect.
Again, intentional.
This film gets 10
it.
clocks out of 10 for usage of the clocks. Like, everyone's worked.
Clock use and use of the song time.
Yeah.
Really, really good here.
It gets 12 hours out of 12.
Yep. We get up, time is just starting, right? So we get the clocks here. The baby is woken up, is upset by all these bloody clocks going off. Every time. He's not feeling it.
Nah.
This is where I noticed the poster for Cats.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was visible before now, but I think maybe Cats had a different connotation in this time. We have a new perspective on Cats.
Oh yeah, now we know it's a nightmare. I think it's like, if I asked, like we mentioned any kind of musical that hasn't been like a popular movie yet, we'll just kind of know it anecdotally, like, oh yeah, that's that musical. Whereas now we're like, oh, Cats is that thing that makes no sense, but I can't stop thinking about. We'll get to, on a future episode, my love and hate of Cats.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Don't worry.
All right, sweet. Yeah, we'll cover it in depth when it comes up.
Yeah,
because we are contractually obligated to cover every film we've made, so
yes,
we'll get out there. Yeah, we're at the end of the movie now. It's party time.
Yeah,
in Sarah's room. All the puppets come back, and we're all dancing to the bridge part of time.
Not a perfect sync, but dance even if you don't think you can.
Yeah, man, that's a sync with this podcast. Yeah, like David Bowie Owl, he's flying off to the moon, as the sad like da 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 like the chill part of time is playing. Oh, it's good. Then we get the full solo over the credits.
I love a full solo over the credits. Not quite as perfectly timed as in The Room, but still.
No,
good for me.
Yeah, it's good. I'm happy. Like I think. Oh, it was a good experience watching this one, man. Yeah. Like honestly, helping the album play, it just felt right. It felt like a good sync.
So I watched this one in the lounge, and I felt least I have to explain it to my flatmates during this one. When I was watching The Room, I had to explain a lot.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But yeah, this kind of just looked like if someone was unfamiliar with the two as separate works of art, it was probably just like, oh yeah, Gareth's just watching some long music video. Yeah.
That's how it is. He's like he's got his own tastes. What Gareth does in Gareth time, that's up to him.
Gareth time. These poor flatmates of mine seeing Gareth time. Like, oh, he's watching another film to Pink Floyd. Oh, he's
I don't
wearing
think they
a
should be worried.
Jumpsuit now.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, I'm trying to not repeat outfits.
Okay.
For as long as I can, and I wore my I had to buy a pilot jumpsuit for a video I helped make at my old job, and I got to keep it, and I was just like, rock this around the house.
Sweet.
And it's got to the point now where I must be the flat weirdo because no one asks.
Oh man, so are you in the pilot outfit now?
No. If we watch a pilot-related film, I'll wear it.
Okay. Yeah, like the movie, like Airplane, or
Yeah.
What's that one where the guy flies the plane upside down? I can't remember. Captain something.
Oh no, Captain. Oh, that's the one with Denzel.
Anyway. Yeah. Let us know, listeners.
Yeah. Scream it loud enough and we'll hear.
Yeah. Scream it over Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can read those.
At Pink Floyd Pod.
Yeah.
I'm ready to launch into the bloody socials and wrap it up, but we've got to give our overall sync rating, Gareth. And I want to know what you're feeling on this one.
Oh, see, I was gonna nervously let you go first and agree with it.
Hey, I'm happy to do it.
It's tough. This is. I feel like we've had less mind-blowing moments of syncing than we did with Moon.
I'd agree.
But still some great syncs.
Yes.
And those clocks, work so well that it's pushed it up. And so did the hands and up and down.
Yeah.
For me, this is going to be an 8.
Ooh. Okay. I was gonna go a clean 7 on this. So
Okay.
I reckon 7.5.
7.5. You've got a deal.
Yeah. Pretty happy.
Yeah.
I think that's good because that's we're in the top quarter, right? Of movies.
Absolutely.
This is if I had to recommend a good sync, this is it. This is a good one.
Yeah.
It's not perfect. It's not as good as Moon was.
Yeah.
But it's damn good. So, and it was a great experience. So yeah, 7.5.
7.5.
Happy. All right.
And speaking of happy, what film are we going to watch for next time? Wow. I don't know how happy you're going to be, is my segue there.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We'll see.
So, the 70s, right? There was this time of huge technological leaps forward, especially with music. I found this amazing article on Pitchfork that was the history of musical advances in the 70s. And I was reading, I was like, dang, this is a lot. And then I realized that was only in the year 1970, and there was 9 more years to go.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. And so in a way, Dark Side of the Moon is a lot about taking this new technology, but still finding universal human truths within it. So I want us to find a film that thematically syncs with that. And what was the next biggest leap in technology? Well, it's got to be the internet. But how did you find universal truths? By emailing someone you haven't met and maybe falling in love with them while also meeting them in real life, but hating them. So that's why our next film is going to be You've Got Mail.
Oh my god. The walk to get there was amazing. Holy shit, I feel like I've been in the Labyrinth there. That was a long ass walk.
Oh yeah.
I love it. I'm ecstatic.
Me too.
I've never seen the film You've Got Mail.
Me neither. Watch the trailer and it is like you're watching a parody of a rom-com trailer. It has a voiceover.
All right.
Yeah, it's a great trailer and I'm sure a great film.
Oh, I'm excited to see it. I'm just kind of assuming that it's the same basic plot as The Notebook, but somehow for a modern age. That's we'll see how that prediction pans out.
Oh yeah.
On the next episode of Pink Floyd, and until then, I've been James Barron.
I've been Gareth Blackler. You said you wanted to list a bunch of social media.
Yeah, I do. We've got. You can find us on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, I guess it's called now. You can find us on Stitcher, in all good podcasting apps, but also on Twitter at Pink Floyd Pod. You can follow us there.
Oh yeah.
Get some updates. Get some sweet Pink Floyd bass knowledge. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Until next time.
We'll see you on the dark side of the moon.
On the dark side of the moon. Oh. Goodbye.
Bye.